Hello guys, in this video, I will show you how to edit your design according to the feedback you received. So now we have an idea what design the contest holder wants. He wants a single page website where all the information is in one page. And also, he wants a longer page. According to what we saw in his example website, he likes the idea of an early engagement. That's the point of sign up box. And also, he wants the site to have a testimonial section. We'll be adding about us section and message section, another good way to interact with potential clients. Okay, so let's start editing this design. We will start from header. I want to add a contact number here. So we're going to add more space from the top. We could do that by going to image and then canvas size. We'll be adding 100 pixels and click the upper anchor and click the OK. So that's basically how you add space to your canvas. And let's lock the guide. Select your logo. If you need to, you can edit the size or make it bigger or smaller, like doing Ctrl T. Also, we're going to increase the font size of this navigation. But before that, we're going to cut and paste this About Us link next to pricing. Let's paste that and let's add another link, benefits, and add 5 spaces and type testimonials. Then let's make it bigger to 21 points. I'm going to add a background for this. Just make sure you center this. Ctrl A. Alright, and then position the hand tool, the hand icon. Arrange your elements if you need. And on this side, we're going to put the contact numbers. So let's get the icon. This icon came from Flaticon, so it's free. Although I have to tell the client later, the contest holder. And let's change the color. And let's enter the number. If they don't have the number, just enter just 0 to number 9. And let's change the font size. Make sure it will touch the guideline that we have, our grid. And select the icon, position it. And select both, group them so we can move them as one. Alright. And let's put a background for our navigation bar. Name it first, contact. And next, get the rectangle tool. This will be the background for our navigation bar. Change the color to off-white or F7, I think. Make it okay. F7. I usually use sometimes F5. Those are good color for off-white. We'll put a small bar on top of our home, so it means that this link is selected. Let's change the color the same of the selected one. can make your layer panel bigger, especially if you're making a bigger project and your layers are really full with so much layers. Your layer panel is hard to clean when you have so much layers on it. So make sure at the first you're going to group all of them as much as possible, so you avoid a cluttered layer panel. Alright, and next we're going to add some space from the bottom. Go to image canvas size and let's make it 3900. Click the upper anchor, so the additional space will go on the bottom. We'll add in the bottom part, and we need to adjust our footer as well to move them down. Change the name of that to benefits, so we can easily spot them, because that's our link at the top. Let's add more. Seems that we'll be adding about us and message section, so we need a bigger canvas. So zoom in, okay, and turn on your guides. We will put a about us section here. Create a new group, add click to that, type about us and hit enter. We'll get the font size of our title for the CTA section of that info. So the font size is 40 points, Open Sans semi-bold. The font style, we need the heading to be equal of all the elements on our design. Make sure they are equal in font size. Next, create a paragraph text. We'll be putting a lorem ipsum here as our dummy text. Lower down the font size, and for the font color, just select the gray, paste lorem ipsum. We're going to edit it, of course. As you can see, the first one is the font size. 5 lines would be fine. I always delete the first few paragraphs, or I mean first few lines of lorem ipsum. Just I don't like the typical lorem ipsum first line. Edit the color to something gray, like something a bit darker. $28 points. Let's see. It looks good. We'll put 2 paragraphs here, and the second paragraph, of course, is smaller, a little smaller compared to the first one. And make sure all of them are in the center using the align horizontal centers. I cut down to 4 lines only. So let's see. From time to time, you need to zoom out to see the overall design. As you can see, I'm taking my time here to edit the typography is one of the difficult in designing, so make sure you make it right and take your time. Every time you're going to put some text, you don't want a cluttered section in your about us section in your type. Now let's move up the benefits section. I'm going to duplicate this background, so make sure you select the layer, control click to that background to select that, and to duplicate hold alt then drag to duplicate, then resize it, control T to show the transform tool. Alright, and then put it to the right group. Just make sure it's in the right group, and let's see if they are okay. Let's close some groups, so finding the right layers are easy. I selected the CTA section and move them up. Make sure the spacing are equal, the spaces there are equal. So always zoom out to see your overall design. Okay, next section that we're going to do is testimonial. Let's zoom in and go to that empty space here. We'll be putting the testimonial section. Create a new group and then type testimonials. Duplicate the About Us title. Find that group and duplicate it, hold alt key and then drag down. Get the type tool and type what our customers say. Let's put some styles on it, bold italic, and make the color darker. We're going to do that to all the heading one of our text, bold italic, and change the color something darker, just to highlight those words. Select this one. Alright, and for this, let's try I was thinking if I'm going to make the font size Open Sans or Roboto. Maybe I'll just stick with it, but yeah, let's change it to Open Sans to make all the fonts in one family. And lower down the font size. Choose two words and highlight them. Better Life. Alright, that's it for this video, and let's finish the editing in the next video. See you next time.